Right, I'm a full licence holder.
Yep.
I passed my test 25 years ago.
Okay.
I need to ask you to remove the top box of this, yeah?
Okay.
If you can put it in the boot, don't leave it on the right side, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah? If you just be careful you don't cut your hands on it, it's very sharp. Right, so I'm a full licence holder.
Yep.
I passed my test 25 years ago.
Okay.
I've got a driving assessment at work on Tuesday,
Yep.
the day after the bank holiday. And if I pass this assessment, I get a company car.
Lovely.
I believe the guy who does these assessments is really keen on this progress and normal road positioning, and he hates you being hesitant, yeah?
Yep.
So if you could have a look at that for me today?
No problem.
Yeah?
Yep.
So, full licence holder.
Yep.
Got an assessment on Tuesday.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
Any question you want to ask me?
How many miles do you drive much a week?
Yeah, actually, my wife's got the same car as you, so...
Yep.
That's why I booked you, because I'm familiar with the controls.
Right.
Yeah, I drive 15 miles to work every day.
Okay.
And then the wife takes the car home, and then she picks me up in the evening. I drive 15 miles back.
So you do a fair bit of driving.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Well,
Yeah.
if you prepare yourself.
Oh yeah, I have to do this. DSSM, haven't I?
That's right.
I've got to check you got your seatbelt on as well. Yep.
And what can you see in the interior mirror?
I can see the whole of that back window.
Yep.
I can see right down the road. I can see that man getting out of that car.
Yep. And the right hand mirror?
I can see both door handles of the car.
Yep.
You see a sky at the top, and I can see the kind of road just about nearly in the middle of the car.
And the left hand mirror.
And the same.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, when you're ready, if you want to drive on. I notice you're crossing your hands there when you're turning.
Oh yeah, I've done that for 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing illegal about that. But obviously, if the airbag was to go off, if your arms are crossed in front of it.
Yeah, if you just get me to stop on the left here for a minute.
If you pull up on the left, please.
Yeah, so it's not illegal for me to cross my arms, is it?
No, that's right. That's what I said.
So you've only got I've only booked an hour assessment with you, yeah?
Yep.
So would it be worth trying to change every small habit that you don't like?
No, obviously not.
It's not going to be achievable, is it?
No. Okay.
Yeah.
So you just let it go.
Yeah, I might keep my hand on the gear lever a little bit too long.
Yep.
So.
Okay. So did you put that in there to see whether I would
Yeah.
let it go or not? Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've never seen you do it before. That's why I picked it up.
It's not easy. Out of roll, it's not easy to cross your hands when you've
No.
never done it before, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. So long as it's not illegal and it's not dangerous, then there's no point in. Right at the end, please. What was the speed limit down this road?
30.
Obviously it was quite narrow, so what sort of speed do you think we should have been doing?
Oh, did the speed limit?
Yeah, but you can't always do speed limit, can you? Even if it's 30 obviously if it's quite narrow you need to reduce your speed
Can you
because
just get me to stop just a little bit?
if you pull up on the left please.
Yeah, just come out road there for a second.
Yep.
So if you felt the speed wasn't safe there, what should you have done?
Slow down.
Speed down to 20 mile an hour, yeah?
Yeah.
It's either safe or it's not safe.
Yeah.
What made it unsafe?
It was quite narrow.
Cars parked both sides of the
Yeah.
road, yeah? If a pedestrian had walked out there at 30 mile an hour,
Yeah, you'd never stop.
you know, you should have slowed. You should have given me a specific speed down to 20 mile an hour now, yeah?
Okay.
Make it safe.
Yep.
And then ask me why afterwards do I think,
Yep.
you know, what's an appropriate speed for this road, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yep.
And we're going to turn left.
Next on the left please.
And turning left.
Next on the left please. Okay, if you bring the speed down to 20 mile an hour,
Oh,
obviously it's quite narrow there. So if a child or somebody or Johnny had run out in front of you there, do you think you'd have had time to stop at 30?
I'd have more time to stop at 20, wouldn't I?
That's right, that's why if the road is quite narrow or there's cars parked to each side, you want to bring the speed right down.
So, just coming out of road, how could you have been proactive with that? Because you've already seen me make the mistake, haven't you?
Yeah.
As I turn into that new road, what's the question you should have asked me?
What sort of speed are we going to be doing?
Yeah, what's the appropriate speed for this road, yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
And we're going to turn right.
Next on the right, please. Was that okay?
Sorry?
Was that okay what you did there?
What?
Approaching in third. Because obviously these weren't going to move. But if they did, you couldn't have...
Yeah, we did a few years.
Okay, so it wasn't okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Next left.
Turn next on the left, please.
Out of a roll on a turn here.
Yeah.
What question are you going to ask me?
What sort of speed are you going to be doing?
Ask me what's the speed limit for the
What
road.
is the speed limit for this road?
30.
And what sort of speed will you be doing? Because obviously it's parked cars. Sorry.
20.
And why is that important?
There's parked cars both sides of the road.
And what could happen?
I think I read in that essential skills that I bought yesterday.
Yep.
You have to be able to stop in this, you can see.
Yep.
And I presume that's ahead and to the sides, isn't it?
Yep.
And turning right.
Next on the right, please. Again, what's the speed limit of this road?
30.
And what sort of speed are you going to be doing?
I'd say about 20, 22 here.
And why is that important?
Because I need to be able to stop if anybody moves out from these parked cars, yeah?
That's right.
So you could probably hand that back to me now, couldn't you?
Well, I'll hand that back to you and we just
So
keep an eye on it.
keep an eye. And we're going to turn left.
Next on the left, please.
And left.
And just right and left, please. When we approached that junction,
Yeah.
why did you stop and pull the handbrake on?
I always do that for safety.
Do you not, if you're, as you approach, you're in the correct gear ready to pull away?
Yeah, turning left. What do you mean?
Turn next left, please. If you approach at, I don't know what the speed is. Walking pace.
What do you mean slip into the gear before I get there?
Slip into the gear before you get there.
Oh, my wife doesn't like me doing that in her car.
No, but then if when you do get there, you can see that the road's clear.
Alright.
You don't need to stop, and you can just keep going if you're in the correct gear.
Yeah, I'm not causing anybody any inconvenience though, am I?
No, but the person behind might not understand what you're doing, why you're stopping, if they're already looking ahead.
I have to understand that's their problem, isn't it?
It is, but it won't be if they go into the back of you or something.
Alright. Yeah, turning left.
Next left, please.
Well, but they're driving the back of me.
Well, they may do, if they think you're going to go and you don't.
I've had people overtake me.
Or they might overtake you even.
Slipped into one there, yeah.
And what's the dangers of if they do overtake you?
Yeah, I tend to get a lot of people overtake me when I come to the junctions.
Yeah,
And one or two of them I've nearly hit a car just turning into the junction.
that's right. That's why it's important to be in the correct gear, so you're ready to move away. Okay, if you steer 5 minutes to you,
Right at the lights.
right at the lights. And do you know what your correct position should be when you're driving along the road?
Oh yeah, a metre from the curb or the middle of my lane, isn't it?
And how do you judge that?
I just know it in 25 years experience.
Okay, what if you look in your mirrors, both mirrors, and you can see that you're in the centre of the lane?
This mirror.
No, the two outside mirrors. Then you'll be able to judge whether you're actually in the centre or not.
Oh, I am now.
Yep. And why is it important to be in the centre?
Yeah, I've always got to be in the centre.
When going down a straight road, yeah, you want to be in the centre.
Oh, a metre from the curb, you mean?
Yeah, a metre from the curb.
And turning right.
Right here, please. And why is that important that you are a metre from the curb?
I didn't think it mattered that much really if I was a bit closer to the curb.
What about if there was a cyclist coming up the inside, or somebody might think that you're parking and try and overtake?
You can get past me, buddy.
He may well try to. Okay, if you steer 5 minutes to you. And are you looking in your mirrors to see whether you're in the correct position?
I am, yeah.
And again, why is it important to be in the correct position?
You said something about cyclists overtaking me.
Well, you could knock a cyclist off coming up the inside.
Oh, I'd never drive that close past a cyclist. I have actually mounted the curb a few times though.
Yeah, or you could knock a pedestrian over.
I've never knocked a pedestrian over, but I have
Maybe.
actually clipped the curb and mounted it.
But you may do if there is a pedestrian there when you mount the curb.
Oh, right.
And people might think that you're parking or stopping and try and overtake you.
I do get a lot of punctures as well.
And you get a lot of punches, obviously, because of all the rubbish in the...
Is that the only way of judging it, by looking at these door mirrors?
No, you can also judge it by, if you have a look at this road, you can see the 2 tram lines where the cars have been travelling. You see them?
Oh, see the dark bit, yeah?
Yeah. If you keep that, use that as a guide to being in the centre.
What do I do with the dark bit?
Keep it underneath the car.
Oh, right. And I wheel it aside.
That's right.
Oh, right. Is that a good position now?
Yep, that's a good position.
So Adderall, if you come back at me now and recheck my knowledge on that now.
Okay, why is it important to be in the centre?
Yeah, what's your position when I'm driving?
What's your normal driving position?
I better meet you from the curb or the middle of my lane.
And why is that important?
Well, if I'm too close to the curb, I could mount the curb and hit a pedestrian.
Yep, or if you're too far over to the right.
I could hit an oncoming car. And how am I judging it?
And how are you judging that?
I'm looking at those wear marks on the road.
Yep.
Keeping that dark bit underneath the car. And a quick check of both mirrors tells me I'm roughly an equal distance.
Okay. I'll hand that back to you and we'll just keep an eye on
Does that meter from the curb doesn't work everywhere, does it?
it. No, it doesn't. Where do you think it might not work?
And some of these lanes I have to go down, it never works there.
Yep. So what do you need to do in that case?
Panic.
Less space, less pace, have you had that?
And, I think my wife's mentioned it when she left driving.
Yep. So if you've got less space, you just reduce your speed. And why do you think that's important?
I've had a few people take my door mirror off.
Yeah.
My wife's door mirror off. She gets a bit annoyed over that.
And also if somebody walks out in front of you, you're not going to be able to move around them, so you'll need to stop.
This would be the middle of my lane here, wouldn't
Sorry?
it? This would be the middle of my lane, wouldn't it? Check them door mirrors, I can see
Yep.
I'm in the middle of the lane.
Yep.
Roundabout straight on.
Roundabout straight on, please. As we approach this roundabout, where are you going to be looking?
When I get there, I'll look to the right.
What about the left and straight on?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll wait till I get there first, yeah?
No, if you start looking well ahead,
Oh, right.
because like the turning, you might not have to stop here. So if you get into the correct gear nice and early,
I've got to stop here, haven't I?
yeah,
So I look right and just straight on, yeah?
and left,
Oh, and left.
and then left, straight on and right again. Okay, you could have gone there.
Oh. dangerous to wait too long.
It is. Why do you think that is?
The car behind seemed to be moving towards me, isn't he?
Yeah. So he could try and go around you.
He was trying to go in the back of me.
Yeah, or go in the back of you, yeah.
At the roundabout, we're going to turn right 180 degrees down.
At the roundabout, turn right 180 degrees. So which way are you going to look at this roundabout?
To the right, ahead, left, or ahead right.
Yep.
When I get there.
No, way before.
Oh, early.
Before early. And what are you looking for here?
The gap.
Yep, but you've also got blockers, which are cars coming in.
Oh, that's a blocker.
Blocking your, so you can get entry to the roundabout.
I never used that.
Again, why is it important to not to just sit there?
Well, there was nobody behind me that time, so it wasn't a problem, was it?
No, but there might have been someone behind you, so.
No, but there wasn't there, was there? If there's nobody behind me, it's not a problem, is it?
But it's still a problem because somebody could come up behind you while you're waiting. And also the other people on the roundabout are going to get confused and not know what you're actually doing.
What, the people?
Sorry?
What?
The other cars.
Well, the ones coming from my left.
Yeah.
Why would they get confused?
Because they were coming from any direction.
Oh, you mean they're wondering why I'm not going?
Yeah. Which could confuse them.
Oh, I get you. And we're going to turn right to 180 degrees.
Right, 180 degrees. So where are you going to look? And when?
Going to look now to the
Wait.
right, ahead, left, ahead, right. Just keep scanning.
And what are you looking for?
Safe gap to go.
Or these blockers?
Oh, blocker, yeah.
So do you think you can go now?
I can, yeah. It's quite easy when you look early and look everywhere, isn't it?
It is.
I'll be able to do this on my own one day, won't I?
One day,
Soon?
very soon.
Before next Tuesday?
I hope so.
At the roundabout ahead, we're going to turn right to 180 degrees all the way.
Roundabout, turn right 180 degrees. And which way?